So, I usually begin with a fast pencil sketch to get to the right composition. So maybe we have to try a few poses and positions to get to the right one. I hope you don't mind. Okay? By the way, let me thank you again. It's really nice that you take the time and sit for this painting. It really means a lot to me. Yeah. So, first, let's try to find the right pose. Could you please turn a bit more to the right? Yeah, that's good. And maybe tilt your head a little towards me. Okay, that's good. May I adjust your posture a little? Okay. Let me turn your head slightly and straighten the shoulders. Perfect. Don't worry though, you don't have to stay all the time in that position, just the first couple of minutes. I want you to be as comfortable as possible, okay? Just relax. Be yourself. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna draw that in my sketchbook. I usually make a rough sketch before I work on the canvas. Let me find another pencil that's not the right one. Okay. This one should do. I use this book a lot, by the way. My initial goal was to use it every day to keep my hand in there, but I didn't manage that. But I use it quite frequently, whenever I find the time. Let me sharpen this a little, it's quite blunt. Okay. Here we go. It's nice and sharp now, I'd say. I just bring this down to a few basic shapes to again find the right composition. But this looks quite good to me already. Yeah. Another line here. And right there. Good. This is quite nice, I think. Let's get to the actual portrait. I'm gonna transfer this to the canvas now, but please stay a little bit longer in that position. Just a couple of more minutes, okay? I put a little bit of this color on my palette. And I take a really light yellow color, very translucent, with a lot of water. And I draw these basic shapes again with a thin brush on the canvas. That's going to be the base for the portrait. By the way, I hope you don't expect a masterpiece. I'm still learning and I try to get better with every drawing. But I definitely will do my best on this to do you justice. If that's the right expression, I don't know. I I certainly don't take it for granted to have such a nice model. Yeah. The reason I was so keen on drawing you is that I think you have a really interesting face. It's quite magnificent, to be honest. Do I embarrass you? I'm sorry. Yeah, you have a good bone structure and it catches the light quite nicely. I guess you know that. I bet you're pretty photogenic as well. You're not? Oh, come on. Don't be puzzled. I'm just taking a few measurements to get the proportions right. Okay. I need to mix a few colors together now. I find it always quite a challenge to find the right skin tone. There are these pre-mixed skin tones, but I don't like them. They tend to be too pink or too yellow. I prefer to mix them on my own. You have a nice complexion, by the way. I guess what I have right now comes quite close to that. By the way, now feel free to move a little. That is rather helpful, actually, because you're a three-dimensional object, so to speak, and so I can capture your whole appearance. Otherwise, I could have drawn you from a photo, of course, but that's not the same. When you draw someone from a photo, it's like the outcome is rather lifeless, I'd say. It's like a copy from a copy. You lose a lot of details. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, I need a slightly more red tone on the cheeks, I guess. Yeah. I use my color rather translucent, by the way, and I build it up layer by layer. I guess that's how Rembrandt worked as well, if I'm not mistaken. Don't get me wrong, though. I'm not comparing myself to Rembrandt. I wouldn't dare. To be true, I just wanted to throw a name of a famous artist in there to appear sophisticated. I saw a few of his paintings in Amsterdam, though, in the Rembrandt house where he lived. Yeah. Wow, they were impressive. impressive, I can assure you. He was a genius. He certainly was. In Amsterdam, I saw some artwork from Van Gogh as well. You probably know the painting of the sunflowers. Yeah, I guess that's his most famous. I saw that in the Rijksmuseum. I wasn't that impressed though, because I just saw it too often on reprints and postcards and stuff like that. It's a bit like the Mona Lisa, you know. Okay, I'm going to work on some details now. I usually like to start with the eyes. May I take a closer look? Okay, I guess it feels a bit strange to get stared at that intensely, right? When someone examines every inch of your appearance, so to say. Okay, well, first I'm gonna grab a thinner brush and I take this color for the base. Good. I think your eyes really are your most outstanding feature. Yeah, they're really gorgeous. They have a nice shape and a very unique color. The color may seem not that unusual on the first sight, but there's a special hue, a certain undertone, so to speak. So I try to find the right tone. I try that one, and this could do. Okay. Yeah. Let's put some highlights in there. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna refine the shape of your eyebrows. They look so nicely groomed. Yeah. A few more strokes here and there. I know it's kind of a lame thing to say, but the eyebrows really are the picture frames of the eyes, don't you think? Yeah. Once you have the eyes, the creation is about to come to life, I would say. It's probably the most tricky bit. The eyes are the most essential part of a portrait, because every eye is different, like every person is different, and they all tell a different story, don't you think? Okay. I'm focusing on the rest of your face now. I try to get the shading right, the highlights, where where the light hits your face, on your cheekbones, your forehead, your gorgeous jawline, your neck. You're doing great, by the way. I hope you're feeling relaxed as I work on that. I'm packing some more colors on this area. I really hope that you're going to like this. I'm rather critical with myself, but I think that turns out quite nice. I'm looking forward to showing you this, but we're not quite there yet. Okay, I come to another tricky part now. I try to draw your ears. Let me take a closer look at them. Okay. Yeah. Drawing ears is always quite a challenge. For me at least. They have such an odd shape, don't you think? All these windings and indentations. Your ears are very pretty though. Yes, they are. I just try to get the lighting right. Okay, I guess we're almost there. Of course, a drawing is never really done, but I occupied enough of your time. Alright. Let me show this to you. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay. Tell me what you think. Please be brutally honest. Oh, well, thank you so much. It has been a real pleasure drawing you. You've been a very patient model. It may not look 100% like you, but what I try to accomplish is sketching your personality and the vibes that I get from you. And I guess I succeeded in that regard, if I may say so. Well, I hope to see you again soon. And it would be so awesome if you said for me again someday. Yeah, bye for now, I'd say. Have a great day. Take care.